Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Again, this time inside of the computer. I thought what I'd do is I'd show you the kind of the process by which I'm creating some topography. So there's a kind of a super technical one where we can use LiDAR data and we kind of, we monkey around with that, or the super simple way that anybody can do if you've got kind of maybe something like Photoshop, or even something online kind of versions of Photoshop work as well, free versions. Keep it free, everybody. So here's what we're doing. So we've got a square, okay, and in that square I took a photo of the map, okay, and on the map we can see we've got these lines around the outside, okay. So what I've done is I've just drawn around the top one, the middle one there, okay, and I've filled it in a colour, okay. So there's our colour, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit and we can kind of see how that works. So I'm going to just drag this down a little bit down here like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my this tool here, which is kind of like a polygon lasso tool. It just means it means basically I can select things in straight lines like this. Okay, so I'm just going to click around the outside very quickly, very roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect because, well, you'll see it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can kind of quite quickly get the hang of it and stuff like that. Click around the outside, clickety click, click click, and also each one of these layers is going to be. Each one of these kind of outlines is going to be on a new layer, so I keep everything kind of separate in the map, and that's important, okay, because we're going to be exporting each of these images as transparent layers using them as PNGs. Okay, what's a PNG, you may be asking, but we'll cover that. So I've drawn my outline. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to drag that underneath here as well because I want it to be underneath. I'm going to go and get a new colour. It's going to be slightly darker orange, and grab my paint bucket and just splosh it in there. Boom, deselect it. So there you go. So that's what I've got to do. So each of these wibbly lines, which represents the topography of Fire Tower Loop, where I'm going to be drawing out and colouring in. Okay, so that's stage one. Okay, so rather than you watching me, I'm going to hard cut to the next stage. Okay, so here's Fire Tower's topography. You can see all the different layers here. If we can take them all away and put them all back as well. So for example, we can just let's get rid of that as well. That is just one section. So we're going to export each of these sections, and then I can use something called Spritecraft to look at this and kind of create a flat plane of this shape inside of Minecraft, and then we're going to stack those up and create our artificial topography, and then you'll see what happens next. Anyway, we've got right now I've got a meeting, so I'm going to go shoot off for a meeting and see if we can get some more information about Rock Run, and also some more information about how the topography of the habitats. So underneath some of the hills and stuff like that, there's been some erosion, and we've got different layers of limestone and kind of different kind of rock formations underneath that, and that influences how basically the habitats and the trees and the kind of other things grow, I think. So we're gonna find all out about that very, very shortly. Okay, so we're outside and it's the first day, really. Can we honestly say that?
Yeah.
It's the first day that it's actually cool. Vic's got long sleeve top on. I've got an actual layer on.
I don't have any layers.
Trousers. I've been living in shorts for a while, so but that's why, funnily enough, also handily, the beard is coming in as a face warmer, so that's all good. So we're wandering in. Hey, you got a hat on here because you lose a lot of heat from your head. We're walking in. We're going to see Andrew,
hopefully,
fingers crossed, to talk about woodlands. He's going to take us out, hopefully. We want to promise. I'm going to see Ralph as well. I have got the thumb drive. We'll see Ralph as well. Ralph is like the graphic designer and kind of does some photography.
And we're picking up
And
a parcel of interesting things from Whitney.
interesting.
Only Whitney's not here.
All right, okay. So we're going to sneak into Whitney's office. Maybe we'll do a little kind of vlog of Whitney's office because it is, as Django says. What did you say Whitney's office was like?
Can't remember.
Forgotten. Like a museum, wasn't it?
Like a natural history
A
museum.
natural history museum. It is pretty awesome in there. Yeah. So what's Whitney's job, Vic? For 10 points. Do you
Be the
remember?
most cheerful person I've ever met. Whitney's job is
And that.
education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she does all the kind of, if there's an educational tour and stuff like that, she'll do that. And I suppose she also just organises that kind of stuff too, for school groups and for other groups too.
Education.
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 And I think we're going on a tour next week, are we? Yeah. Cool. All right. Check out this stuff. Oh, look at that. All these nests. What's that? And that's Whitney. That's cool. So we've got our stuff. We're ready to go? Okay, let's go. Yeah, what is it? Let's try and guess. Massive truck. It's King Kong. All these guys. So we've
Maybe there's some over there again now.
we've been on our trip with Andrew.
Yeah. It was very interesting.
Very interesting. So what did we learn? Django for 10 points.
Beep.
Okay, Django's passing on that one. So what we
Django
learned.
learned how to open some incredibly complicated big gates.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. So Django he was the gate opener supreme. We learned about the species of trees all the way on the north side and south side of a knob.
Being a hill.
Which is a hill.
We went up Tower Hill and came down Wilson Valley.
And looked at Wilson Creek, which is amazing. So, and we'll be going to Wilson Creek next week as well. So Django's going to be exploring that too. So we've done, and Vic, I started doing drawings and I realised that I would be terrible at it. So I handed all the important stuff, like writing stuff down, to Vic, who was much better at it, weren't you, Vic? Yes, she was. So we've got this amazing map. The great thing about the map is they were going to do one anyway. So we've spurred everybody on, haven't we?
Two smelly hands now.
Look at this lake, look at it. Well, it's not, it's really a pond.
Yeah, it's on the pond.
Not really a lake, but
We
anyway.
could save some. We might save some to fish come.
We're gonna go back, and apparently where we're staying, there's loads of beavers as well. So we learnt a little bit more about there's some more beavers. So we're gonna try and late at night, not late, no, when it's dusky, then we can kind of maybe have a little beaver watch. Go out and see if we can see one. Apparently, if you do disturb them, they splash the water and try and scare you with their big paddly tails. Anyway, we're heading back now to do some more work. It's going to be,
Not having enough water.
yeah, work all weekend.